drawing. So here we go. How much is it this week?
340. No, 360. No, 340.
$340. Hey, Brooke.
Jackie.
Don't look, Brooke. They'll think you're cheating.
Oh, you add Brooke.
Yeah, you need to add Brooke. Who is it?
Cindy.
Cindy Gertis.
Cindy, good.
And she's usually on.
She's usually on. Let's see.
And I saw Kathy on.
Hello.
Ah, you won, Cindy.
You're buying lunch, Cindy.
No, that's not her. Wrong one.
Cindy, we will have a check for you dropped off tomorrow.
Actually, if you
Yeah.
give it to me today, I can take it on my way home.
Perfect. We will have it today.
Thank you for being online, Cindy. Couple of things. We need to get this in your calendar. It is
June 4th.
June 4th is our group photo. So we're going to do a little bit of a mixer, and we're going to do our new group photo because it's been a minute since we've done a group photo, and we've got so many new agents. We want everybody. We want to see all of our new faces as well. Please, please, please put it in your calendar and mark. It's going to be at 6 o'clock so that if somebody works during the day, it's going to be in the evening. Even if you cannot stay for the mixer, please come for the photo. And we are asking everybody to wear black and white. And we are, if you can't stay for the mixer, that's okay. Come for the photo. But make an effort to come, please. It doesn't. Oh, and don't be late, because if you're late, we start without you, and then you don't get in the picture. So try and put that in your calendar already. What else? Oh, Bagels with the Broker is not this Thursday, but it's going to be next Thursday. I moved it till what's that? The 14th, right? Mm-hmm. The 14th. We're having Bagels with the Broker, and that will be in Exeter. So stop by and let's just hang out a little bit. Like, as you guys know, it's not a training. It's just a nice hangout session, just socializing. I don't know who was on the Axon Huddle this morning. I was on. There was about 100 people on. They are rolling out that FSBO.com program. Were you on, Javier?
Mm-hmm,
Did you
yeah.
watch it? Yeah. Super interesting, wasn't
Yeah.
it? So they're going to start doing this. It's $99 the first month, and then it's going to be $299. There's a lot that goes with it. You can get buyers from it. You also can get listings from it. So I've signed up on the lender side. On the Nexus side, I'm signing up on the Axon side to see what that looks like as well. They're also starting Axon, and I think this is really good, is a mentoring program for brand new agents. Within our own group, we take care of our own mentoring, but if there was an independent Axon agent that you recruited brand new, not within the downtown family, they would have no help unless you were helping them. So now they've got a formal mentoring program, and they're also looking for agents who would like to be mentors. You have to apply. So if anybody's interested in that, Jackie's going to be getting the link for us to do that as well. So, okay. Anything else, Jackie, that we need to talk about before we start the training?
Quilt winner.
Oh, quilt winner, yes. So we raised very close to $1,000 in I think it was 880 in the quilt raffle donation. And it was Sarah Rector was the winner. And if you guys ever want to do anything like that, Rocky helped me set that up with Zephy, was the software program. It was amazing. We got a list of everybody, their emails. I was able to create a thank you email and send it out to everybody who participated. And so that was a great thing. So we gave away, Jim and I are going Friday to meet with her and do a little photo shoot to give away the quilt to the winner. But we do appreciate everybody that shared it and everyone that also donated. What's going on, Jackie?
I clicked the wrong Canva.
Hang on, guys. We got to get the slides back up. So anyway, I'll get started. I don't need a slide to get started on this. So, as everybody knows, the title of the session today is Beyond Average, From Good to Unforgettable. And I think that everybody knows that they've heard these statistics that 80% of the agents only do 20% of the deals, but 20% of the agents do 80% of the deals. So the top 20% agents are doing 80% of all the deals. So you want to be in that 20%. That's the goal. How do you make yourself in that 20%? How do you be the one that is doing the bulk of the business? There's 1.5 million licensed real estate agents in the United States right now. 1.5 million. 87% of agents fail within their first 5 years. And that's NAR data. That's not just guessing. That is actual data. So 9 out of 10 people who get into this business are gone within 5 years. So I think you guys really need to have a plan. So especially, well, it talks to everybody, right? It speaks to everyone. If you are a seasoned agent or mid-level agent or just getting started, you want to be in that 20%. So today we're going to talk about some strategies and ways that you can be in that top 20%. If you are invisible, you are irrelevant. If people don't know you exist, if they don't think of you first, you don't have a business, you have a hobby. Also, clients are actually doing what they're doing when they choose an agent. They're not searching for who has the most designations or the most listings. They choose the agent they trust and the one they remember and the one they feel genuinely connected to. So I think it is so important for everybody to keep that mindset. It's not about, oh, how many listings you have. It's how you make them feel. And it's the experience that they have with you. So today we're going to try and touch on ways to make that experience better and to make them remember you. Technology and discount brokers are replacing all the average tasks our industry used to get paid for. Zillow, Opendoor, the discount commission shops, they are eating alive the agents who have not found a reason to stand out. So your value must be human, your value must be personal, and your value must be undeniable. So let's get into it a little bit. What do people say when you're not in the room? Professional pictures and video. You want what people say about you when you're not in the room to be your mantra, really, right? It isn't about the listings, like we said. So there are 6 pillars of a standout agent: professional photos and video. So I help you guys with that. I help you with the professional photos. I give you guys twice a year lights, cameras, closings. And I do it so that you have unique and new headshots. I don't want you guys to have the same boring, stale headshots. And I think Anna and I were talking about that this weekend, how, it's so great. And I know Chelsea did a post on that about giving the headshots that I provide that, because they're fun. And it's not just for business cards, and it's not just for that type of thing so you can use it for social media, you can use it for so many different things. So take advantage of it, guys. When I provide that for you, do that. I mean, you can hire a professional photographer and do a headshot session. You can do that, but I'm paying for it. So
you
why
never get around to doing that?
You won't get around to it, right? Right, Anna? You
Yeah.
don't get around to it. So make sure you're investing in headshots, listing photos, and then also a short intro video. So, because your image is your brand. So if you're doing an intro video, it's like 60 seconds. You can attach it. Can you attach it to the website with Lofty? Jackie, our website on Lofty?
Attach it on like your.
An intro video.
there should be a landing spot. I haven't played with it.
We'll play with that and see if there's a way to do it.
Because if not, you could create what a lot of them create is like pre-landing pages that integrate with your website. So like whether you wanted to make a recruiting, whatnot. So it's like making it your own branded landing page to the website. So because you can't really edit the main website, but you can make the landing page, and then from there it plugs into the search properties, whatnot.
You guys need to get comfortable doing videos. You could do, when you get a new client, wouldn't it be great just to do a little video and text it to them? You know, hey, it was so great to meet you. I think it's so personal. And if you did an intro video that you could put on social media, you also could send it out to people. I mean, you can use it many, many ways. Just who you are, what you do, and what your business is about, who you are. Social media presence. Post consistently. Not just listings, right? Because nobody follows you just to see houses. I know we post that to have content, and that's okay. And your sellers like to see that too. They do want to see that. But market updates. We provide that for you. We give you those monthly market updates that you can. I send mine out on Lofty to every single one of people in my CRM. And then why can't you put it on social media as well? Or pull those stats and do a little video using that. We're giving it to you. Just go off of what is there. You want to post client wins, community events, behind the scenes moments. Let people see you. So, did everybody post on social media this week? Did everybody post? I posted. Jim, did you post?
Posted the quilt.
Yeah.
The quilt? Yeah. You're gonna get ready to post, right, Javier? Once you're licensed, yeah? You see what's coming?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, so I think it is so important, the social media presence it stays in front of people. They see it. We're all uncomfortable with it. Do it anyway, right? I'm doing a YouTube channel. I know I keep talking about it, but it's big. That was really out of my comfort zone. But I've got it going. I did the first trailer video, and now Maribel and I are meeting every week to do a new video. She has one as well. And of course, so it's scary, but it's okay, right? And my mindset with the YouTube video is I can do an open house and get, a few people, 5, 6 people. But the YouTube, if I can get 100 people to engage and watch a video, that's a lot of people. If they were in a room with you, that's a lot of people. So I'm not really worried about going viral on stuff. I'm never going to go viral, right? It's not what it is.
Local people.
Local.
Yeah.
If I do a post on social media and I get 100 people to look at it and maybe a few to engage, that's way better than you got to think of it in perspective. It's not necessarily about going viral. It's really about what kind of engagement did you have because of it. Choose your niche. So that it's hard because we're a small area. Tulare County is small, but maybe, Tulare County is your niche, maybe first-time home buyers. So my YouTube channel is about seniors. So it's your next chapter and, Tulare County real estate. I'm hoping that I get more people than just, only seniors, 55 and older, right? Because you're going to get families maybe. I mean, you don't know who's going to watch the channel. So I did do some research on it, and they said just because you have a niche doesn't necessarily mean that's all you're going to get. Your people are going to find you one way or the other. But if you have a specialty, they start thinking about you just not as a regular real estate agent, but, oh, look, Anna specializes in luxury, or Connie is luxury, or whatever it is. Of course you're going to sell outside that as well. Connie does luxury, but she also does lots of non-luxury as well. But she takes that same energy that she treats her luxury clients to all of her clientele, right? So that's what Connie does. Connie, do you have anything to add to that about having a niche and how that affects you, like being luxury and how that works for you?
Yeah, now because the big joke is mobile homes to mansions, but so yeah, I think because luxury really means it's the luxury of having me handle everything, and that's probably about my biggest niche besides, still being semi-involved in the luxury because people's or luxury, the staging, um and Savannah and Cross did an amazing job yesterday on a big staging. I'm so impressed. They did a great job. But
Good.
anyway, yeah, I really my niche is really service. It's, I'll take care of everything. And they know that when we get to the house, there's a big book with all the inspections and everything's pre-done and we're not waiting 17 days. And it just that has really pushed my business up in the last year that I've been really diligent about doing that. So that's my niche, the luxury of having me handle everything.
And don't you think, Connie, that if your niche is first-time home buyers, and we know how we really have to educate first-time home
Mm-hmm.
buyers,
Mm-hmm.
why wouldn't we use that with all of our clients, right? That
Absolutely.
educating,
Yeah.
because that's the way we should treat everybody. We assume that they know everything. They don't.
Yeah.
They forget. Things change. We know it because we're living it day to day, but they do not. So figure out what your niche is and divorces. Yeah. It seems like I got on a roll with every client I had was divorced. And that one takes, I, I don't know. That's a little, it can be a little tricky when you're dealing with divorces, but once you learn how to handle it, I think it's very doable. So find out what your little niche is and promote yourself that way. Authentic, unique value statement. So you need a one-liner. Everybody needs that. I help blank achieve what without pain, right? So it could be I help first-time buyers get into their dream home without stress and confusion of doing it alone. And everything should reflect that, right? It all should go back to your value statement. Authentic storytelling. Share your why. Clients connect with people, not agents. Be real, be memorable. And we know this authenticity in this business, you have to have it. It's rare. The ones that don't, they go away because people cannot connect with them, right? Google yourself. So, I know Wes and I did this, and it was humiliating. We remember when Wes and I Googled ourselves. That was humbling because apparently nobody on Google really knows who I am, right? And so, but now Google owns YouTube, right? So that should help the YouTube channel. But go on there, guys, and Google your name and see what comes up. And you're going to be shocked at some of the agents that come up. You will be absolutely shocked. Not because they're the best agents, but they're doing what they should do to be able to show on Google, which is, claiming your profiles, Zillow, Realtor.com. There's also a site, it's called Real Satisfied. I can't remember. Is it Real Satisfied? Yes. If you go in there and you request a review, they have a way you send out a review to your clients. It gets the review and it gleans it out to to Zillow, to Realtor, to Google, everything. It's really good. It's easy. So I use that and I send it out and then I ask my clients, hey, I'm going to send you a review or, a form a link to review. Are you okay with that? And they say yes, and they do it. I believe there may be a little bit of a charge with it. It's not much, but it is so easy. And that way you're not manually trying to enter it on all these different sites. I think it might be, who knows how to get your Google reviews up? Who knows how to do that?
You just create your Google page first,
You like a QR
and then
code.
get the code and send it out.
Right. So Jackie's saying you gotta go, is it a Google business page that we create?
And Etsy has some cool QR code cards that you can have your client actually scan while you're in front of them, which is really nice.
And it's part of the onboarding training that Accent does. And we should be getting email links to our Lightning platform thing that has all their video tutorials in which they break it down per category. So if you wanted to just do a class on how to do your Google business page, they have it there ready for, in a sense, for real estate. But honestly, it takes minutes. I did the Visalia office, the new one on Mooney, in 5-10 minutes.
Probably put it in on Chat or Claude too, how to do it. I mean, that's how I did my YouTube channel. I went on Claude and I asked it, hey, I want to set up a YouTube channel. Well, it kind of went through it, and then I responded with, I need the YouTube for Dummy version. And it gave me, like, then it really broke it down. Like, okay, turn on the computer. You know, I mean, it was that bad. But it's okay because I was able to go, oh, okay, I know that one. So for the Google, do it tonight, guys. Make it your homework, or today. See what comes up. You're going to be shocked. Yeah. So lead gen that wins. We're trying to find ways to fill our pipeline. So, you know, you may not do all of these, but pick some that'll work. Host community events. So think neighborhood meetups, you know, paper shredding events. I don't know how you do that. I guess you get some paper shredding company to come and bring all their stuff. Charity drives. That's what Jim and I did. We did the quilt. That was a fundraiser. We got the quilt. Well, Jim got the quilt donated, that gorgeous quilt from his mother-in-law, and we raised almost $1,000. And we had a lot of social media presence with it as well. And it's still going because we thank Staffords for letting us hang there. I did a post for that. We announced the winner and thanked everybody, did a post for that. And Jim and I are going to go down and give away the quilt. There's going to be a post for that. So we got a lot of content from that one. I know coffee chats at local coffee shop. That's what Jared did. Jared, can you unmute and tell us what you did with your coffee event?
Absolutely. So I just made a quick video in my car and just made a universal message. If you're receiving this message, it's because I truly appreciate you supporting my business. And I gave a date, told everybody I'd be there hanging out for a few hours and come and have a cup of coffee on me and great conversation. So a lot of people went. It's fun.
And they just kind of flowed in and out, right, Jared? And you just bought their coffee, paid for their coffee, and then chatted with them a little bit, and then that was it?
Chatted with them, and then clients were like talking to each other. It was hilarious. It was so cool. And I did get some leads out of it, not going to lie, you know, because there's always somebody, hey, my sister's looking for a house, and great.
Mm-hmm.
So what a great event. Yeah. Super inexpensive too. I got one more I did, Sarah.
What's that?
I did kind of funny. People get so jazzed on free community cleanup day. I borrow my brother-in-law's truck. I borrow my neighbor's trailer, and I do the same message. And I'll go pick up. It's free. You could drop it off at the city of Porterville. So I was like taking people's mattresses and just junk they didn't want, and they get so happy about it. So yeah.
How many people did you have to go pick up their junk from?
Only like 5. Yeah, but I sent it to like 80 people.
That's awesome. So see, guys, he sent it to 80 people. 80 people didn't take him up.
That would be kind of scary.
That would be scary, Jared. If all 80 took you up on it, we'd have a little bit of a problem.
Everybody has an old barbecue or mattress.
Right, but they're, 5. But think how thankful they were. And the other 75 who got the text, you don't think they're going to think about Jared, even though they didn't take him up on it, right?
His social media post was really good.
And the social media
He
post.
even came by the office and took some.
He even did some stuff from the office.
Wow.
So the goal at the events is not to sell, it's to serve. And that's what Jared just,
Love
he's
that.
living proof of that. It's to serve. When you serve your community, they remember you. When they remember you, they're going to call you, right? You want to be let's be better than average. Let's do things like that. That's amazing, Jared. Absolutely amazing.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I love that.
It's a great idea. A lot of work. I mean, it's something Jared would do. I couldn't do it. I don't have a truck. I don't have a trailer, and I just couldn't do it. But
Well, and I didn't get the text
Me neither.
either.
well, you're not one of Jared's clients, JP. So that's why. So you got to buy a house from Jared, and then he maybe will come to your house and do
He'll
that.
list your house for you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So video market updates every single month. Record a 60-second video on your phone. Just do it. Get used to being on the videos. Let them see you. Text it to every single person in your sphere. Not email, text. Okay. People open text messages, they don't emails. Emails go to spam. I get so many emails. I start delete, but text messages, I read them. So text it to every single person. It's going to take some time, but it's personal, right? If you go through and just start texting it through. Partner with local businesses. Super important. Connect with lenders, divorce attorneys, CPAs, estate attorneys, any large companies that might do relocate employees, that would be great. That's good relationship building. Anytime you can partner with anybody, the local businesses. I do a lot with Staffords because they do a lot for me. So I feel like it's not a formal partnering with them, but I partner with them. And I do those happy birthday cards through them that I send out to my clients. And they're so accommodating. Does anybody else partner with any local businesses? Has anybody done that?
I haven't.
Oh, Jim, J&R Meats. Oh, that's right. You did that whole thing with that basket.
We did a couple of baskets.
Uh-huh.
That was fun.
Did you get leads from that?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And it benefited J&R as well as Jim.
Plano jerky is a good one.
Plano jerky is a great one. Yep.
You know, Kelly and I did a Mother's Day one last year, and we actually had like a bunch of different small businesses
Uh-huh.
that we partnered with. And we ended up getting a ridiculous amount of leads for like baskets. And one of those, at least two of them, I think turned into leads. And it was just, hey, go follow these people on Instagram. And this one's donating a haircut. This one was donating a massage. We did a few different things for Mother's Day. And it was all of them independent donating their own services.
And how did you get them to sign in, Chelsea? How
So
did that work?
basically what we did was we had them go and follow us on Instagram, and then we would message them on Instagram and be like, hey, we saw that you are, following us for the giveaway, because they had to like and comment on the post. So we just had to stay on top of that one post. And everybody was on it. All of the hairstylists, massage people, all of them were on it. And we were all collaborating. So we would just go and manually follow up on Instagram with them and then get their
That's
information
smart.
that way.
That's smart. That's smart. Door knock with value. So if you're going to door knock, don't be the agent that just shows up and say, hey, I'm here. I'd like to be your agent. It doesn't work. It's not going to work. Show up. I know Chris Webb and I did this one time. We did like a little CMA of the neighborhood, and we went door to door and kind of gave them an idea of what we thought their house was worth. And again, you offer if you want a more accurate, we can make an appointment and do it. But at least you're giving them something of value. They'd rather talk about the value of your home than you just hit them with, hey, do you want to sell your house? Or, hey, do you know anybody, in the neighborhood? It just doesn't work. At least you have a reason to talk with them, have a conversation. Facebook and Instagram farming. So join every local Facebook group for your area. And I do, I join Visalia groups, some vintage groups. I'm in, of course, a lot of dog rescue groups and all that kind of thing. But join those. It's free, and engage with them. Answer questions, share things with the group. It's free. Why not do that? Past client blitz. I like this one. Go through every client you worked with in the last 2 years and call them. Not text, call. And just say, hey, I was just thinking about you. How's the house? How's the family? How are things going? You can go on MLS. You can get your past sales for the past 2 years. You should have it in your CRM. But if you do not, pull it up and and call these people. It will not be weird. You do not have to ask for referrals. It's like a care call. It is not a salesy thing. It's just, and if they're rude or they're weird about it, okay, well, they were, right? But I guarantee you they won't. Everybody likes to be thought of, but I love this past client blitz. And, if you make a list of it and then break it up and do a couple a day, if it's painful, start out with one a day. Just do one. One is better than none, right? But you're the one that called them. And make sure on your CRM, you've got them in some sort of a drip campaign. Make sure you're, doing, somehow you're touching these people, but start it out with these past client calls. Even if you just sold them a house, 6 months ago, do it, call them. It'll be a good response that you get. FSBOs and expired listings, they're saying it is difficult, right? FSBOs and expireds. I mean, and you got to think about it. These people, their listings expire and they've got a million agents calling them. Everybody's calling. If you come from a place of empathy, like start it out with what would have made your experience better? Instead of, do you want to list with me? What would have made your experience better? And see if you can understand their frustration. And then maybe you can give them some solutions to their problems. Would be an easier way, I would think, to get your foot in the door with either a FSBO or an expired listing. Sponsor local teams and events. So sponsor a Little League team, put your name on the jerseys. You become top of mind for these families. I would go, if you're sponsoring, I'd go to the games. I'd, introduce myself. If you're going to go that far as to sponsor, I'd take the time to go and meet the families and introduce yourself. YouTube neighborhood tour videos. This one takes some time, right? But record a 5-minute living in your city or best neighborhoods in your city video on YouTube. That's not what I'm doing on my channel, but you can do that on your channel. It could be all tours of houses. It could be what's happening in the city. Again, you're coming from a place of service. It's not like, oh, buy with me, sell with me. It's just helping. And those videos do rank on Google. So if you have buyers that are relocating and they Google a town and buying or a certain city, they could take them to your YouTube page. So I think that's worth it, and it's free. And then open house mastery. And we had the open house class, 2 weeks ago, and we heard from Fred and we heard from Jared what they're doing. Make sure your open houses are great. Consider it a networking event, not selling a house. Make it a networking event. And how would you, communicate with those people? What value are you showing them? And then see if you can get some leads out of that as well. But if you're going to do open houses, make sure that you are putting the effort into them. Don't do just average open houses. Do really good open houses. And it's not that you do all this food spread. It's not that. It's that you've got to offer value, that you're not door knocking the neighborhood before, that, the inventory. Be that agent who is so helpful at that open house that they want to use you. That's what it comes down to. Let's see, next slide. Any questions about anything we talked about with the lead gen, filling your pipeline?
Yeah, I have one. On the call this morning, they touched upon open houses and having a QR code.
Yeah, we have that on Lofty. We have it on Lofty.
Yeah, so that captures their cell phone number, their email.
Yep, because as long as they give you a real one,
right. But that's what they were saying though. That scanning the QR code captures their data and verifies it, versus them signing in on a sheet.
Put in on the form for them to fill out.
Yeah, they have to fill it out, JP. It doesn't automatically auto-populate their information.
Okay, that's where I was a little confused because it sounded like it captured their data and verified it.
No, you capture their data and then they probably run it through some.
Mike Corda mentioned something about that, but I think that he was talking about something that's in the works.
Yeah.
Because I didn't hear him mention that also, and he said that it would automatically capture and verify. But I think that's a separate system, not this.
It might be that Brevi.
Beverly
or what that is. Yeah. I think it's a different system they're working on. But there is, JP, you're right, there is a QR code. And then remember 2 weeks ago, Fred talked about when he does the raffle. Remember for the open houses, he does $5 gift certificates and one $25 gift certificate. He gets more real numbers because they want to win.
Right.
So they give their real numbers. So, but yeah, it is very slick, this whole QR code. You can bring it up on your laptop, have it sitting there. You know, people, they scan it, they sign in, it goes straight into Lofty, it's got all their information. And then the other thing is, I think when it puts them in a grouping on Lofty that gives you like, it puts them under that open house category, I believe. So the next time you're having an open house, you can send it to them through Lofty, right? Anytime you're doing open houses, I would be doing a mass email through Lofty and showing those people how hard you're working, right? Put it into a mass email in Lofty. Take your graphic and put it in there. I do it with all my new listings, my newest listing, my listing in Springville, you know, whatever it is, Clovis Beauty, I put it in there. Just because I want them to know I'm active, and it's a way to reach out and touch them. Am I going to sell it from those people on Lofty? Probably not. But they might see Sarah's working, right? The other thing is with the QR code for the open house, it goes away. Nobody can see other people's info. It's a privacy issue, right? When you're writing it down on a piece of paper, and people could take a picture and get everybody's phone numbers and email addresses. With this, it goes one and it's gone. So, because they do the QR code. So, yeah, the open house, I would use the QR code. That was a good point, JP. The fortune is in the follow-up. So, it says 80% of sales require 5+ follow-up contacts. Most agents quit after 2, right? So, we're talking about you meet somebody, you got to consistently follow up with them. And most agents are quitting right before the agent was about to say yes. So they might reach out 2 times, 3 times. It takes 5, you quit. If you had kept on 2 more times, you probably would have had them. So same day, a personalized thank you text. The same day you meet someone, tour a home, host an open house, have a meaningful interaction, send them a text, not a template, a personal one. Send them something personal. You could do a video text, right? Wouldn't that be a great time to do the video text? Remember how Joseph last week talked about when he did when he gets a lead, he immediately texts them his Blink card, and they get, you know, all his information on there, and he sends them a text as well. And it's not even about the house they inquired about. It's what he does to help them. He's coming from a place of service. So make sure you do the personalized thank you text. Day 3, value drop. Send something useful, something that helps them, not something that sells you. So give them something. It could be something about the neighborhood of the house they're looking at. It could be something about the market. It could be the market update, anything. Give them something of value, but not asking them to buy or sell with you. Day 7, a phone call or a voicemail. Call them. If they don't answer, leave a voicemail. Hey, just thinking of you. I hope your week is going great. I'm still here if you have any questions. Again, not salesy, just if you have any questions, I'm here to help. Week 2, day 14, market update or a video. Send something that positions you as the local expert. A quick market update. Anything, a video. Just get creative with it. It does not have to be perfect. We're not going for perfect. We're going for doing it, right? Sending something that is not perfect is better than not doing anything at all, because then you've lost them, potentially. You've lost them.
Well, now with AI, I feel like the imperfect videos are better.
They are better.
Everyone's questioning, are they real?
They are. With that people like the authenticity of it, the imperfections. Month 2 and 3, check in plus an invitation. Reach back out. Hey, I'm hosting a client appreciation happy hour next month. I'd love to have you as my guest. If they went to an open house, maybe call them and say, hey, I've got an open house going if you'd like to stop by and chat. Anything, just reach out to them and touch base again. That's month 2 and 3. Ongoing. Every month, every person in your sphere should hear from you. So if you have that person's name, and you have their phone number, and you have, even if you don't have their email, but you're doing this follow-up, they should be in Lofty already, right? You should have them on a drip. You should have them on some sort of an email campaign, but you should be reaching out to your sphere every month. It could be the newsletter like I send out every month, a birthday text, local market stats. We provide all that for you. Personal check-in call, whatever it is. If it's not in your CRM, it doesn't exist. So those of you who are not using Lofty are really, really, really missing the boat. Because now with Lofty, especially with all the AI stuff, so my new listing, I go on, I click on it. I think it's under, I can't remember what it's under, listings or something. And anyway, it shows all my listings, sales, maybe it says listings, whatever. It's one of those tabs. It brings it up. I click on the picture. It goes, oh, do you want to create a video? I mean, my God, so easy. It's click, 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 6 pictures. It goes over to the AI where you post it. It says share. It goes over to that. It gives you the verbiage. It gives you a choice of 3. You click on the one you like, boom, done. I mean, and it's a video. Now, is it a huge professional video? No, but it does catch your eye. Has anybody done one? Have you done one, Jim? No?
I've seen Wes's.
Wes has done one. Yeah, I do them. And it's all provided through Lofty. You get 3 of those social media posts with AI involved. Daily. 3 a day. So I don't think you're getting 3 listings a day. You should be okay to be able to send those out. Does anybody have any questions about follow-up, the importance of follow-up, any suggestions, ideas?
Jared says, keep following up until you get 1 of 2 fingers.
So Jared says, follow up until you get 1 of 2, either a thumbs up or something else, right? That's,
or even just your peace out.
yeah.
He's off to me, but he will definitely watch the recording. He says, great training, Sarah.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Turn clients into raving fans who send you every one they know. Okay, closing gifts that actually matter. And I know there's a big sweat, it swings wide what people feel about closing gifts, right? But do something that's meaningful to them, that listen to them. If they like wine, send them wine. If they, love a particular restaurant, maybe that's the closing gift. Whatever it is, make it meaningful. Just put a little effort into it, right? Maybe it's a basket if they're a cook. Maybe it's some special cookbook or some ingredients that are, it's special. And whatever you do, just make it very, very heartfelt and personal to them. Check in 45 days after closing. How's the new home? Just checking in, right? Because I always say to my clients, they'll say something like, oh, thank you for being my agent. Oh, I'm still your agent. I'm still your agent, right? It doesn't stop when we close. I'm still your agent. And that's when it really gets dicey. And if there's a problem after you close, and that's when you have to stay so engaged with those people. Because if you back off from those people, you will absolutely lose them, because what they think then, all you cared about was the sale. You don't care about us after the sale. I mean, it's not fun when things go wrong, but you've got to stay engaged and make your way through it. Doesn't mean you're responsible. And if you need help with that, if you have that problem, call me. I'm good at knowing how to handle that with people. You've got to hear them. You've got to let them vent. Most of the time it's not directed at you, but you just got to acknowledge what they're saying. So the 45-day check-in, sometimes people are afraid to do it because they don't want to hear the complaints, right? They don't, but you've got to. You've got to do it. 1-year anniversary card, again, put it in Lofty. When you close an escrow, put it, not going to work for a seller, but for a buyer, it's going to work. Put when you close that house, and then send them a card. Call them, whatever. It's your anniversary, whatever, whatever you do for them. Client appreciation events. We do it for you. Again, we do the cheers to clients. Jared does his own, as well as he invites people to cheers to clients, but do client appreciation events. They don't have to be big. They don't have to be expensive. You can do something it's just a connection. It's just acknowledging them. And, look, Jared sent out 80 text messages offering to pick up their stuff. I would have been dying, like, oh God, I hope I don't get 80.
One at a time.
He got 5. He got 5. So that's going to be, and you know, with the cheers to clients, it's just a reason to touch your clients. They're not all going to come. You don't have to pay for beer for all of them, but a few of them will, and the rest of them appreciate the invitation and they remember you. Concierge service list. Create a curated list of trusted local contractors. I have so many past clients that call me, Sarah, I'm having this. Do you know a good plumber? Do you know an electrician? Send it out to them. And also give it to every client at closing. Every single client at closing, give it to them. So they've got it. And they've got, also, if they got a home warranty, please, please, please give them their home warranty information. Because they're going to call you, oh, the air conditioner isn't working, which, that's horrible. But the good news is you have the home warranty, but if you've already given them the information, you're not scrambling looking for it, and they've got it. Record a 30-second video after every closing. And I would do it with buyers and sellers. Personal, send it to them. Of course, you're going to call them and say thank you, but I would also send this text a day or two afterwards, because it's something they can show people. Look, my agent called. It's on my phone. It's more than just a phone call. It's a text. And so definitely I would do those things after closing. Anything different that anybody does after closing that's worked for them? No? Jim, do you have any fantastic closing things you do?
No, just I rack my brain about gift things sometimes. Just try and do something meaningful for them, but I kind of struggle with that. And like you pay for their home inspection or their
home warranty.
Their home warranty. Maybe that's a better idea, especially letting them know when they're stressed out that you're working for them. Maybe that's a better idea.
I do not buy closing gifts. I buy home warranty.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good closing gift if it's $600, right?
Yeah.
But
I feel like sometimes they don't necessarily appreciate all of it unless you, like you said, you let them know that you're doing that. Otherwise, there's so many numbers on there.
Yeah, so I make it very known. When I write an offer for a buyer and I'm saying,
or they think you just always, agents are supposed to do that.
I'll ask them, do you like a 1-year home warranty? Yeah, we do like it. Because some clients are like, no, we hate home warranties. Right. We don't want one. But I'll say, do you like the,
that way they don't call you, they call the home warranty.
That's right. That's right. Would you use a home warranty? Yes. And then I'll say, okay, normally we'd ask, and I am not afraid to say stuff like this. Normally we'd ask the seller, but I want to make your offer really clean, so I'm going to pay for that home warranty for you. Right? So there you've told them what you're doing. Yeah. It's normally a seller, but I'm going to do that. Mm-hmm. Then at the end, I'll say, don't forget, here's that home warranty I bought for you.
Yeah.
And here, here's all the information. If you have a problem, call them. And I'll say, if you have a question about whether you should call them or not, call me. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you. Because look, if it's some weird little thing and you've got a deductible, don't call the home warranty, just call a handyman. Mm-hmm. But if it's something, of course, that's going to cost some money, turn it in. It's not like homeowners where they're going to cancel you. They don't. They don't cancel you for using the policy.
Well, so, Sarah, when you sold me my house, you bought my warranty for me.
That's right.
And I was never a warranty fan myself either. But it was a week after the purchase, which we had to use it because the water heater leaked all down the hallway.
Yep. Yep.
And then I've used it for the microwave oven built in before. So I still keep it up to date. I'm just waiting for an air conditioner to go out or something,
Yeah, well, you're waiting for those big ticket items to happen, right?
Yep.
I used to take my clients to Ruth Chris in Fresno when I would have time. And, they think you're spending a lot, but really compared to a home warranty that I would do sometimes too, it was nothing because our meal would be like $150.
Yeah.
But we would sit and talk. And then I thought about sharing that on social media too, but then I was like, no, I don't want to make them feel like I just took them out for a marketing tactic. But every once in a while, I would post a picture with them.
Yeah, I was going to say, I like a little video, like just a little picture.
Like I took out a homeschool client had 8 kids, and I'm like, wow, you probably never go out to eat because it's so expensive. So we went to Tapenaki, but I was like, oh my God, when I saw the bill, because we each had our own, they cook in front of you or whatever. But and then they were ordering beers, and I was like, I was even drinking like a Thai tea. and she's like, oh, can I try that? I'll get one. I was just like, but they never go out to eat. So I think it was meaningful because now I have other homeschool families telling me like, oh yeah, Ashley said you. I'm like, I hope that's not my new trademark.
Yeah, no.
But it was nice because like it was,
But it
when
meant
it's a
something
stressful
for them.
transaction, then it was like we could just talk about something that wasn't like
Right.
the next fire. or
And
something.
you thought about it. You know, they probably don't get to go out and
Yeah.
do things like that often.
Yeah.
So that meant, yeah, that's awesome. That's good. Use technology to look like a top 100 agent, even if you're brand new. So video and content tools, BombBomb, that does personal video text, Canva, CapCut, use all of these things. There's so many apps that help you do things. Your social media strategy, post 3 to 5 times a week. Do it, guys. 3 to 5 times a week.
Even if it's your cat.
Yeah, even if it's your
Yeah.
cat. It's sometimes people will get, because some people really
Yeah.
will relate. You know, I post a lot of dog stuff
Yeah.
and people relate to it. LinkedIn, I'm using LinkedIn. And that one is good because you're connecting with HR departments and building a relocation referral network. And that's an easy one. Whatever I post, like when I do a monthly post on Lofty, or whatever I do on Lofty, I do on LinkedIn. CRM and follow-up. Your CRM is your business. If you're not using CRM, you're missing the boat, guys. You have no strategy with what you're doing. It's paid for. You know, Lofty is beautiful, is a great program, and to pay for it on your own, I think it's a couple of $100 a month for Lofty. You get it included in that $50 tech fee. So yeah, put everybody into Lofty and use it. The Google business profile, we talked about that. Google yourself and then make sure that you're getting your profile. And Zillow and Realtor.com profiles. Make sure everything is fully filled out with current pictures, like not old weird pictures, guys. Make sure you're following through with all of that. Okay, we're getting to the end of this, guys, I promise.
We have a chat share. Jessica Reese says that she partnered with a local coffee shop to send out free drinks for the birthdays, like how you did with Stafford's.
Awesome. So Jessica has partnered with a local coffee shop and she gives out free drinks for birthdays. See, again, partnering. So it's partnering and it's also working your CRM too. So good job. Good job. Mindset. It's all about mindset, right? You've got to go at it with, not I hope they call me, I follow up until I earn the business. I can't afford marketing. I can't afford not to market myself. The market is slow. There's always a deal for a great agent. I wait for referrals. I proactively ask for referrals. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better, right? It's not about being easier. Be better at our skill, at our craft. You've got to put the time into it. So the daily non-negotiables. Make 10 new lead contacts before noon. So that would be a new lead that you have, make your contact with them. Not going out and finding new contacts, but engaging with the ones that you have. 5 meaningful touches to their sphere every single day. That's easy. Go on there, send out 5 care notes or do a care call, whatever it is, to 5 people. Post once on social media, something of value. That's easy. Learn something new, a podcast episode, 10 pages of a book, a training video. There's all kinds of books that we read that we've gotten so much from, Atomic Habits. Plan tomorrow the night before. Never start a day without a plan. I do it because I live by my calendar. So my day is planned the day before. I know what I'm doing the next day. There's no questions about what's happening. I know exactly what is happening. And track your numbers. You cannot improve what you don't measure. If you don't track your numbers because you don't want to see what you're doing, it doesn't matter. Ignoring it doesn't make it any better. It only makes it worse. So track them so that you know what your business is and that you can improve. And try and do these daily non-negotiables. So, starting Monday, and we'll send this out to everybody. there's a 30-day beyond average challenge that I've designed for you here. So week 1, Google yourself, record a 30-second intro video, call 20 past clients, set up a fully activate your CRM. If you guys have not done Lofty, please do Lofty. Get on Lofty. It's silliness if you don't do it. There's no reason not to.
It's so much better than Sync.
It's so much better than Sync. If you guys use Sync and you got frustrated with Sync, I get it. But forget about Sync. It's gone. Let's do Lofty.
Well, I get on that Lofty 101. It's three times a week, but that is so powerful. There's so much to it. You have to revisit it all the time. There's too much to take in.
That's through Accent Support, and they're going to give you, I think that's a great idea to get on that Lofty. Week 2 is visibility, host or plan a community event, post on social media, reach out to 3 potential referral partners, send 10 personal video texts. Week 3 is lead gen, door knock, if you want to. I'm not a big door knocker, but you know, some people might be, and it is a way to do it, but try it. Create a YouTube or Instagram reel, a neighborhood tour video. Maybe pick out a neighborhood that you want to farm, and whatever way you're going to do it. Maybe it's postcards, maybe it's door knocking, maybe the YouTube neighborhood. Write or refine your unique value statement and send personalized market updates to your sphere. And week 4 is accountability and momentum. Host or plan your next open house. Send 10 handwritten notes to your top past clients, ask 5 clients directly for a Google review, and come back to the next team meeting and share your wins. So that is it, guys. I want you to make a choice to be better than average, right? And it takes effort. It doesn't just happen. It's not about being salesy. It's about being authentic and coming from a place of serving. It's pushy real estate, salesy agents. I think that's a thing of the past. And we've got to differentiate ourselves from all the Zillow, the Realtor.com, all that kind of stuff. And how do you do it? By connecting with people. So thank you so much. I hope this was helpful. If you guys have questions, let me know. If you want copies of any of these slides, let me know. But go out there and be beyond average. I know you all are. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.